Hey there, and thanks so much for joining us for this special YSN weekly update. I'm Brandon Shope here on New Hanover County Schools TV. Appreciate you being with us. We've got a lot of wonderful stories right here at NHCS, great positive stories. Let's begin right now with our top story. I recently got the chance to tag along with the superintendent and a few other wonderful folks for a big surprise for our Educators of the Year. New Hanover County Schools teamed up with Hendrick Toyota of Wilmington to make it all happen and celebrate our 2021 District Educators of the Year. Now, because, of course, COVID-19 restrictions do not permit the district to hold the annual Educator of the Year banquet event, winners were celebrated with a publisher clearinghouse-style announcement. Each winner was visited at the residence or school with the event streamed live on Facebook, allowing for fellow educators, students, and community members to view the award presentation. Now, the following individuals were named NHCS's Educators of the Year. From elementary school, Trevor Todd, he's from Castle Hayne Elementary. Middle school Educator of the Year was Nunn Johnson. Holly Shelter Middle School. The high school division, Elizabeth Feltz. From New Hanover High School, Principal Rachel Manning from Snipes Academy of Arts and Design. And of course, the 2020-2021 overall Educator of the Year is Elizabeth Feltz. As a longtime supporter and sponsor of New Hanover County Schools, Hendrick Toyota of Wilmington is proud to recognize this year's Teacher of the Year by giving a brand new 2020 Toyota RAV4 to them for a year. Now here's a short clip from the announcement.
I just would like to thank everyone that's supported me throughout my years in education. I'm a very new teacher, and that's another big thing to be honored about. Like, I'm only in my 4th year teaching, and I feel like it's such an honor, and I just want to thank everyone that's got me to this point. My school, Mr. Highsmith, like, he's just had such a big impact on my life, and I feel like if I can make an impact on one child's life, then it's all been worth it. And I believe in a creative and exciting approach to education, and even when that might be difficult into this time, when things have been online and it's been a weird time, I've still kept that passion of online creative teaching, and I feel like my students have benefited exponentially from it.
This is beyond belief. I just can't believe I got this because there's so many great teachers we have in our county, and this is just, I'm just baffled. Are you sure you got it right? But again, thank you. This is wonderful. This is just, wow.
The whole idea of bringing new things to kids so they can experience new things, so they can learn new things has always been what I love to do.
I'm very honored to be chosen as the Principal of the Year for New Hanover County Schools. I've been chosen as the Principal of the Year in the past. This one means more to me than anything because of the school I work in here at Snipes Academy and with my staff and my students. They are amazing. They're the most resilient group of people I've ever worked with. They're hardworking, compassionate, and they come to work every day with love in their hearts. And I'm just very, very honored to be here, and I'm just very proud to be leading this school and working with this group of people.
This is really, really exciting. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Surprised, overwhelmed, excited, grateful. I love my job so much. I love being a teacher, and I'm so grateful that I get to do my job every single day in any type of circumstance, whether that's in the classroom or now this is my classroom. But I'm just supremely grateful that I'm a part of New Hanover County Schools and that they saw something great in me and wanted to celebrate that. My favorite thing is definitely the students. That's what wakes me up in the morning. That's what I'm driving to school to get to see their smiling faces. They are amazing and resilient and inspire me in so many ways, and they deserve a great teacher, and so that's what motivates me to work hard every single day.
I've got several students with me right now from all across the entire county talking to me a little bit about a pretty cool program they have going on right now. First off, I've got Mr. Quaid joining me. Quaid, tell me a little bit, sir, about this organization that you guys have and a little bit more about what you're doing.
So my name's Quaid Sutherland, and I'm a rising senior at Hoggard High School. And G2 is a really amazing organization that my family started a few years ago. we made it official when my grandma was not doing so well. She wanted to give us a little bit of money, and she wanted us to do something really nice with it. So we used it to cover some legal fees to make our organization the official nonprofit that it is today. And so our mission is to reach school children around the world who are in need of school supplies and educational tools, and to give them an opportunity to do well.
That is fantastic, man. That is fantastic. Tell me a little bit about the packets. Now, I know that you guys are going around helping some of our students. Talk a little bit about that.
So we had a bunch of trips of international trips planned this summer to donate to remote schools, and the coronavirus hindered a lot of those efforts, and so a lot of those were canceled. And so we still really wanted to do something to aid children's education. And so we were thinking, what can we do locally that would really make an impact? And so we reached out to Mary C. Williams because we've had a previous history of community service there. And we thought we could really make a difference. And so we asked them what they thought we could do to help them out. And they told us that they had a lot of different students. Some of them didn't have internet, and so they weren't able to get access to schoolwork. And so if we could help deliver packets to them, that would really help them continue their curriculum without internet or school.
All right, Quade. Well, that is awesome, man. So tell me a little bit, Summer, we'll toss it to you next. Tell me about why you decided to join this organization, and what has the response been like so far?
Elena, Jack, and Quade were the original people to start the organization, but they were looking to have more of a foot in the public schools as well. So Quade reached out to me because I went to middle school with all of them, so I knew them all fairly well. And it seemed right up my alley. I've done other organizations similar to this. I do another one with some other girls at Cape Fear Academy, and I also do an international-based organization called CISV. So they just reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to join, because I was doing an international trip to the Amazon, and Quade thought it'd be a great idea if I brought some supplies to some villages out there. And so I did that. And that was my first thing I did with the organization. But it was great. It was a good start.
Awesome, Summer. So tell me a little bit about, how does it make you feel knowing that you're helping these students get their learning supplies out, as you mentioned, or as Quade mentioned rather, you guys are helping get these packets out. How does that make you feel knowing you're helping them out?
It makes me feel like I'm actually kind of making a difference, because I know this is a really rough time for everyone, and I feel like everyone's been affected by it. But you have these kids that they are interested in like furthering their education, actually like working towards a goal, and they're not able to because of the conditions they're in. So it makes me feel like I'm actually like giving back and I'm making a difference, because I'm able to just do a small thing like delivering packets of homework, and they're actually being able to keep doing their education during the conditions.
Right. Excellent, Summer. That's fantastic. All right. So Elena, let's toss it to you next. So tell me a little bit about the response that you've seen from these students. Are they excited to get these packets? Talk about that.
Yeah, so when we go to deliver the packets, we don't necessarily interact with the kids. We leave the packets on their doorstep. But one thing that I saw when I went to one specific door to drop the packet off was this man was working in his garden, and he was most likely a parent of one of these kids, and he just expressed his appreciation for us doing this. He was like, thank you so much. So yeah, that's one thing that I saw, just a positive response to what we're doing.
Jack, we're going to go to you next, man. Tell me a little bit about, for you and your perspective, on giving these out. How does it make you feel?
Especially with like some of the reactions I've seen from the people, like it just makes me feel like I'm definitely doing something that's necessary and important. Because there's been a lot of kids that I've seen like outside their houses when I'm dropping off the packets or anything like that, and they're just generally like really positive and always smiling, and I don't know, yeah.
Now, Jack, that's awesome. Jack, tell me a little bit about how many packets, do you think you guys maybe have given out so far, and how many do you still have left to give out? I mean, I know it looks like it's probably wrapping up here pretty soon, summer.
Okay, so we have 2 routes that we go on, or no, 3, and we drop off about 30 packets each time, and we've done that I think 2 weeks consecutively. So I mean, we've done quite a lot, honestly, and yeah, we've got another week to go. I'm pretty sure. That's about it, though.
Yes, sir. Fantastic. Well, you guys, I hope you stay safe out there. I know you're doing amazing work. It's always so good to talk with students who are making, such a difference in our community and really our country as well. Thanks again for everything you do, and thanks again for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for this.
All right, we'll see
Yeah,
you.
thank you for having us.
Our E-Academy is a wonderful opportunity for parents and students who feel that the homeschooling route is the best option for them and their family. Now, I recently sat down with one local student and his mom who told me the program has changed their life for the better.
So for us, it's been very important because he's sick a lot. He's got an immune deficiency, so we do it for medical reasons. It's allowed us to, like he said, be at his own pace. If he's in the hospital or he has an illness they sometimes will take him out for, days to weeks where he can fall behind very easily. And they're very just open and lenient to allow us to get caught up and not fall behind, things like that.
When it comes to the, I guess the curriculum, Sarah was telling me that, this is a great option also for parents who maybe have thought about homeschooling. What would you like to say, speaking of that, for maybe folks who are like, I kind of want to homeschool my kid. Could this be an option for me? Talk about that.
Well, curriculum-wise, it's been great. It seems to be on target to what my older son did at this age in public school. I like it because they have teachers who teach. I don't have to do the teaching part. I'm still here to help, just like if you were in regular school, but they have lesson plans and all that's already laid out for you, which I think is very helpful. It's all on a timeline. It's all on a schedule. It's, step by step.
So when it comes to, what would you like to say, maybe if there's other families out there, I used to work in television news as a reporter. And so, I would cover a lot of stories around education and things like that. And this to me seems like an innovative thing for our area. I mean, it's only been around for about 5 years. There's places in bigger cities that have this. Talk about a little bit more, I guess, when it comes to the innovation behind this. I mean, I think folks are getting a taste of, that home learning experience with this COVID-19 crisis that we're going through right now. Talk about the innovation,
With E-Academy, everything is already laid out for the whole year. Your schedule is laid out. Your assignments are laid out. Your tests, your quizzes. There's no question of what am I supposed to do. It's just all there from start to finish. As soon as you log in your first day.
How is your family doing in this? I mean, I know, as you said, your son has an immune deficiency. How are you guys doing, and how is this program just kind of allow you to make sure that he stays healthy even during this pandemic?
Well, thankfully, since we were already in E-Academy, we didn't have to worry about figuring out what to do. His life in that aspect never changed with school. It just kept on going. Overall, we're doing pretty good. We stay pretty isolated for him to keep him healthy. We just take it day by day.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I think that's a great thing. Hey, that just you're taking it day by day, and you're doing everything that's best for your son. That's awesome. Luke, before we go, man, is there anything else that you'd like to add? Maybe something I forgot to ask.
The teachers are really cooperative. They can help you with a lot. Like if you ask them about something, most likely they can get it done. Like in the school advisors at the school that you're connected to, they can help you a lot.
Thanks so much again for joining us for this weekly YSN update. We appreciate you being here with us today. Now make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, all the social media sites. We're right there on them for you. And you can also find us online at nhcs.net on Spectrum Cable Channel 5 in Wilmington and Wrightsville Beach. And also make sure to watch us out there in Carolina Beach on Channel 191. I'm Brandon Shope. For all of us here at NHCS TV, be safe, and we'll see you soon.